Most men think women want gifts, constant compliments, or non-stop attention. But here's the truth. Women don't respect men who give them everything without boundaries. What they secretly want, even if they never admit it, are rules. Boundaries that show you have standards, self-respect, and a strong frame. Because here's the reality. When you have no rules, you become easy to control, easy to predict, and eventually, easy to leave. But when you live by certain principles, she starts to admire you, respect you, and feel a deeper attraction than any material gift could ever buy. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 rules every woman secretly wants you to have. And if you follow these, you'll notice how her respect grows, her attraction deepens, and her love for you becomes real and lasting. Let's start with the first rule, and honestly, this is where most men fail. Rule number 1, never chase. Let her chase respect. Now I know what you're thinking, but if I don't chase her, won't she think I don't care? No, in fact, it's the complete opposite. When you chase a woman constantly, blowing up her phone, always being available, rearranging your life for her, what you're really telling her is this: my time, my energy, my value are less important than you. And here's the psychology. Human beings, not just women, value what's scarce. Think about it. If diamonds were lying around on the street like rocks, would anyone care about them? Of course not. Scarcity creates value. Now let's apply that to dating. Example 1. Imagine 2 men texting the same girl. The first guy replies instantly to every message. He's always saying, "Sure, whatever you want, I'm free." He bends over backward to keep her happy. At first, she might like the attention, but soon, she feels he's predictable, too easy, and she loses respect. Example 2. Now the second guy, he values his own time. He's polite, he shows interest, but he doesn't reply instantly every single time. Sometimes he's busy with work, with friends, with his own goals. When he does reply, it's meaningful. He doesn't drop everything for her because he knows he's building his own life first. What happens? She starts to wonder about him. She thinks, why isn't he always available? What is he doing? Who is he with? That mystery creates attraction. See the difference? One man is chasing. The other man is living his life. And by doing so, she ends up chasing him. The truth is, when you chase someone, you're putting them on a pedestal. And the second you do that, they look down on you. But when you hold your ground, when you respect your own time and energy, she starts to see you as a high-value man. So here's the takeaway. Stop chasing. Start leading. When you focus on your goals, your purpose, and your life, you naturally create an aura of value. And women are drawn to value. Remember, scarcity equals value. And when your time, attention, and love aren't handed out like free samples, that's when she truly respects and desires you. Now, let's talk about something that separates boys from men: boundaries. Rule number 2, set boundaries early. Listen carefully. Respect never comes from weakness. It comes from limits. If you don't set boundaries, people, not just women, but people in general, will walk all over you. Let me give you an everyday example. Imagine this. You've been planning to hit the gym at 7 p.m. You've already committed to yourself. But then she calls and says, "Hey, can you come over right now? I'm bored." Now, most guys will drop everything, cancel their workout, and run to her. Do you know what that communicates? It tells her, my priorities don't matter, only you matter. And while that sounds sweet in theory, in reality, it kills respect. But imagine instead you say, "I'd love to see you, but I have my workout right now. I'll come by after." What does that do? It shows that you respect your commitments. It shows that your life doesn't revolve around her. And here's the truth. Women don't respect men who drop everything for them. They respect men who have a backbone. Here's another example. Let's say she makes a joke at your expense in front of her friends. Maybe she calls you lazy or mocks something you worked hard for. Most guys laugh it off, thinking it's no big deal. But inside, they feel disrespected. That's where setting a boundary matters. You don't need to get angry, but you calmly say, "Hey, I don't like being joked about like that. Please don't do it again." It's simple but powerful. You're teaching her how to treat you. Psychology explains this perfectly. People value what they can't fully control. If she knows she can say anything, do anything, and you'll still stay by her side no matter what, she'll lose respect. But if she sees that your love has standards, that you have limits, suddenly she values you more. Here's the key. Boundaries are not walls. You're not pushing her away. Boundaries are doors. They let the right behavior in, and they keep the wrong behavior out. So remember this. The earlier you set boundaries, the stronger the respect will be. If you don't set them, you'll always end up resentful, used, or taken for granted. And let me tell you, a man who respects himself enough to say no will always be respected by others, including women. Now let's move into one of the most powerful rules that separates average men from high-value men. Rule number 3, stay purpose-driven. Let me be real with you. A man with goals, with a mission, with a clear direction in life is always more attractive than a man who just drifts around, waiting for someone else to complete him. Think about it. Why do women test men? Why do they sometimes ask, "Would you skip your work for me?" Or, "Why don't you spend more time with me instead of doing X?" It's not always because they need you right then and there. Sometimes it's a test. They want to see if you're easily distracted, if you'll abandon your dreams the moment love comes along. And let me tell you something straight. If you drop your goals, your gym, your career, your passions, just to please her, she won't admire you more. She'll respect you less. Here's an example. Let's say you're grinding hard on your startup, or you're working late to earn that promotion, or you're training at the gym to build discipline. She calls and says, "Why don't you skip that today? Just stay with me." Most men, out of fear of losing her, will give in. And in the short term, sure, she'll smile. But in the long run, you just sent a message. My goals don't matter as much as your comfort. But imagine instead, you say, "I really want to see you, but tonight I've got work to finish. Let's meet tomorrow." That one line communicates volumes. It says, "I love you, but I won't lose myself for you." And that's powerful. Psychology backs this up. Humans are naturally drawn to leaders, people with vision, people who move forward no matter what. When a woman sees you chasing your dreams relentlessly, she feels safe with you. She admires you. She respects you. Because deep down, she knows, this man is going somewhere, and I want to be part of his journey. Here's the truth. If you don't have a mission, you become hers. And when you lose yourself in her, she loses interest in you. So remember this, love her, care for her, spend time with her, but never, and I mean never, abandon your purpose. Your mission must always come first, because that's what keeps you grounded, respected, and attractive. A man who stays purpose-driven doesn't just win a woman's love, he wins her respect, her loyalty, and her admiration. All right, let's get into rule number 4. And honestly, this is one of the most underrated yet powerful rules when it comes to attraction and respect. Control your emotions. Here's the truth most men don't realize. Women don't just test your love, they test your emotional strength. Why? Because deep down, a woman wants to feel safe with her man. And safety doesn't just mean physical protection. It means emotional stability. Think about it. If you explode at every little thing, if you panic when there's stress, if you lose control whenever she disagrees with you, she won't respect you. She'll see you as weak. Now let me give you a scenario. Imagine you're out with your girlfriend, and she gets upset over something small. Maybe she says, "You never listen to me," or "Why don't you care?" Most guys instantly get defensive, raise their voice, or start arguing back. What happens? The situation gets worse, emotions spiral, and respect drops. But imagine instead you stay calm. You don't raise your voice. You look her in the eye and say, "I hear you. Let's talk about this calmly." Boom. Right there. You showed her that you're not easily shaken. You showed her that you're the rock in the storm. Psychology explains this with something called emotional regulation. People respect and admire those who can keep calm under pressure because it signals strength and leadership. When you stay composed, she feels, "This man can handle life, he can handle challenges, and he can handle me." Let me drop a hard truth here. Women will throw drama, complaints, or even emotional tests at you, not because they're evil, but because they want to see if you're really strong. If every time she complains, you beg, cry, or lose your temper, she knows she controls you. But when you stay calm, steady, and composed, she realizes she can't break you, and that's attractive. So here's the lesson. Don't react to every test. Don't give energy to every complaint. Don't play her drama game. Instead, be the calm leader who knows how to listen, think, and respond with control. Because at the end of the day, a man who controls his emotions controls the relationship. And when you control the relationship, you naturally earn her respect, her loyalty, and her admiration. Now we've come to the final rule, and this one is the ultimate test of your strength as a man. Rule number 5, walk away if needed. Listen carefully. The strongest boundary you can ever have in any relationship is the ability to leave when respect is gone. Most men fail here because they cling. They think, if I love her enough, she'll change. If I stay, she'll realize my worth. But in reality, the more you stay while being disrespected, the more you lose your value. Let me give you 2 examples. First, imagine a man who's constantly disrespected. Maybe his girlfriend mocks him in front of friends. Maybe she ignores his boundaries. Maybe she flirts with other guys. And what does he do? He stays. He says, "I'll try harder. I'll prove myself. She'll come around." But guess what? The more he tolerates it, the less she respects him. She sees him as weak, as a man she can walk all over. Now picture another man in the same situation. He notices the disrespect. He gives a warning, calmly and confidently, and when it doesn't stop, he walks away. He doesn't beg, he doesn't cry, he doesn't argue, he just leaves. And what happens? Suddenly, the woman realizes, damn, I lost a strong man. He wasn't afraid to put himself first. Here's the psychology behind it. It's called fear of loss. Human beings value what they think they can lose. When she knows you'll never leave, no matter how badly she treats you, she has no fear of loss and no respect. But when she sees you're willing to walk away, her brain instantly shifts. She thinks, this man is rare. He's not desperate. He has standards. And attraction shoots up. Now, walking away doesn't always mean ending things forever. Sometimes it's temporary. It can mean stepping back, pulling away your attention until respect is restored. But it must always mean this: you will never stay where you're not valued. And here's the deeper truth. Walking away isn't just about her. It's about you. It's about respecting yourself enough to never beg for love, never chase validation, Never settle for less than you deserve. Because here's the reality. A man who is not afraid to walk away is a man who never loses. Either he keeps his respect or he earns more of it. And that's exactly the kind of man women secretly admire. The one who is willing to stay by choice, not by fear. So, the last rule is simple. Don't fear walking away. Fear losing yourself by staying too long in a place where respect no longer lives. So let's quickly recap the 5 rules every woman secretly wants you to have. Rule number 1, never chase. Let her respect you enough to come to you. Rule number 2, set boundaries early. Show her what you will and won't allow. Rule number 3, stay purpose-driven. Always put your mission first. Rule number 4, control your emotions. Stay calm, steady, and unshaken. Rule number 5, walk away if needed. The ultimate rule that protects your respect. Here's the truth, brother. Respect comes before love. If a woman doesn't respect you, her love won't last. But when you live by these rules, you stop being the man women use, and you become the man women admire, respect, and chase. Now, we want you to think about this. Which rule are you going to start using today? Drop it in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with another man who needs to hear it. Because at the end of the day, it's not about changing for women. It's about becoming the kind of man who never loses his value.